Ta-Nehisi Coates has written a Captain America comic featuring a parody of my ideas as part of the philosophy of the arch villain Red Skull.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Beautifully,
What,
they
the
didn't even really
laughter?
have to, and I think someone mentioned this.
Sitch.
I don't want to mock
In the
their
reply-
laughter, but it's just the jubilation, you know?
I know, it's Schadenfreude. That's what's great about this, to see the Schadenfreude here.
Soupy Colombo
So excited.
agrees for $5. They say, watching Jake and Hannah take so much glee as they think they're causing another person pain makes my stomach turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does, but it's the enemy. Like, it's the enemy, which is you don't spare any empathy for the enemy, Sitch.
Right.
You gotta they
Right.
they get your laughter. That's how you show them like, we don't care about you.
They didn't really change. They just literally put Jordan Peterson shit, except for the Carl Luger thing, which he's more mask on than that. But like the 10 rules for life, chaos.
Look at that. He's more mask on. He
Right.
hides it.
Yeah, they
Right.
think Jordan Peterson's a secret Nazi trying
They
to
do.
secretly get people into Nazism.
To be fair, they think almost everybody
Yeah,
That's true.
totally.
That's true.
does.
That's
Basically.
An Order of the Feminist Trap. Like, yeah, these are
Yep.
all what you do, Jordan.
Oh my god.
So he's freaking out and doing a bunch of stuff. Let me see.
I'm blocked by Dave Rubin. I'm sure he's talking about this now though because Daddy is.
Oh my god, he's not reading any. I was hoping, is he going to read that meme? Because I think they filled that meme up with actual Jordan Peterson stuff.
Yes, the one he's scrolling over right now, the actual
Yeah.
comic book. Yeah, it's full of actual Jordan Peterson quotes. It's a very
Probably.
nice little page
Yeah.
or 2-page spread.
Jordan Peterson says, I miss this Captain America. And it's a panel.
Oh yeah.
Does he know where this is from? Probably not.
This
I
one's
think
good.
Jake does,
Okay.
because from Civil War.
Yes.
It's funny because a lot of the bread tubers they all pointed to this one panel and they all said, Jordan Peterson thinks this applies to him. This applies to other, people fighting Jordan Peterson. And this quote, I'm like, first of all, this quote is neither left nor right direction.
Right.
It's just saying you just stand up for what you believe in and you fight against, you just stand up for what you believe in, you fight it. And if you don't think that applies to Jordan Peterson, the guy who stood up against, the non-binary fining laws against the government, I don't know what planet you're living on.
Well,
To be
they
fair-
do- Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Oh.
you go.
What the context of this quote is from Civil War, and it's Cap. Okay, so Iron Man he's the leader of the documentation side. He wants mutant staff to register that if you, specifically because some of the mutants have crazy powers, and then by that I mean like reality warping. Wanda Maximoff has reality warping powers, and his argument is that mutants should have to register with the government. I don't agree with Iron Man, by the way, but I'm just saying this is his argument. Is that mutants should have to register with the government so that we know kind of like what their powers are and what they're capable of so that we can track them in case they go haywire. And Captain America's argument is, no, screw that. They shouldn't have to register. That's the basic premise of Civil War. That's the basic argument that breaks into the big fight. So that's what Cap is talking about here. With the fact that they have externalized it and to mean something else outside of it is really removing it, again, from the context and removing this specific quote in this panel from the overall narrative of what's happening in the Marvel Universe in this instance.
We should read it because he does go after the dirty smear merchants.
Right.
Doesn't matter what the press says. Doesn't matter what the politicians or the mob says. Doesn't matter if the whole country decides that something wrong is something right. Oh my God. Captain, I love you. The nation was founded on one principle above all else, the requirements that we stand up for what we believe, no matter the odds or the consequences. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a fucking tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. God damn, that's fucking beautiful.
And he is
God
fighting here.
bless America.
Right.
It is God bless America, and he's fighting here against for the rights of mutants to not be put on a list.
Fuck.
I'm just imagine all the bread tubers thinking that this exact statement can't apply or doesn't apply to Jordan Peterson and doesn't apply to standing up against all the woke nonsense, which is basically dominating the media. And
meanwhile, they want to put everyone on a list.
But they believe
they want to do the exact thing that Cap spent all the Civil War fighting against.
Totally. Great point. Yeah. They think they are the tree, and the truth is that Jordan Peterson's a Nazi, and that they think the press is on their side.
They're trying to conceptualize as if the whole world's out to get them, that they're the oppressed minority, even though they have complete control over the media and the government.
And the government. They have the Democrat. I know they don't. That the far left hates the Democrats, but the left has control over. And I know that they think they don't have control over the media because they think like CNN is right wing. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, right now in the U.S., the left has control over all major institutions.
Yes. And
so they cannot sit here and cry and complain as if they're like this oppressed class. I mean, they'll try to, but it's.
But being oppressed is a key component of their ideology, I would say.
It's a key justification for everything they advocate for.
Right. If you're oppressed, then you can anything you do. It's fine because I was being oppressed. It's fine because I was being abused. So any moral wrong that I do is okay because of these rationales. And I think that's why they necessitate having to be oppressed.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake and Hannah, you guys got to know, we're the tree. We're the fucking tree.
Sometimes the tree of liberty has to be watered.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's a meme.
Who invited the libertarian on? God damn it, Sitch. I know. Come on, my friend is trying to cancel me, Aiden. Cool it.
It's a meme. It's a joke.
Cool it. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So I'm only playing,
time.
obviously.
I know.
Everyone knows we're joking. Are they gonna read this? Do they read this, Sitch?
I think they do.
Oh my God.
Oh no! It's a panel from Civil War where Captain America and Tony Stark are complete assholes. Okay. He says, doesn't matter what the press says, doesn't matter what the politicians or the mobs say, doesn't matter if the whole country decides that something wrong is something right. This nation was founded on the principle. Your job is...
He's not doing it right. This nation was founded on one principle.
He's not Batman.
You can't have your amazing movie.
The requirement that we stand up for what we believe, no matter the odds or consequences. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. Jordan, he was not talking about being an anti-feminist, like, weird self-help author. Ugh.
That's actually literally exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I kind of feel like it.
He's talking about you stand up for what you believe in, even if everyone tells you you're wrong. You have to say, no, this is what I believe is true. And I'm going to stand up for myself. This is the reason
why Jordan Peterson's fucking famous.
I know.
For heaven's sakes, he planted himself like a tree. You go back to some of those early interviews when he thought, I'm going to lose my fucking job over this. He is not comfortable.
No,
he's not comfortable.
Go read his research. It is written like any other academic research on Earth from the social sciences. It is not inflammatory. It's regular social science research. He stood up because he felt like he had no other option.
Yes.
He's doing what Captain America is talking about right here and what these two are laughing about.
Totally. He was completely bullied into this role.
Definitely.
I agree. Yeah.
And you even have the visual metaphor. This is so perfect because you have Jordan Peterson and Brett Weinstein and people like that. They're planting themselves like a tree in front of a mob of college kids yelling at them, telling them that they're wrong and that they're bigots.
Totally.
And saying, I won't move.
Right. I'm going to tell you what is true or what I think is true.
This is why this is why that's great writing. And someone told me that was Twain writing, that wasn't actually whoever authored the Captain America. I don't know if that's
I mean,
for real.
I wouldn't be surprised because I agree that
it's fucking beautiful.
Civil War is a terrible comic, but
Civil War is a terrible comic, by the way. That's I think undeniable. But
Wasn't it
wrote
Mark
that
Miller
issue.
that did Civil War?
But this panel,
Which would
though,
explain why it's so terrible. if that's the
That would
case.
explain it.
Yeah.
what would explain if the panel's so good because it's a ripoff of Twain? Is that what you're
Right.
saying?
That would
Yeah.
explain it.
Yes.
Yeah. Mark Twain's a
Mark Miller,
master.
yeah, Mark Miller did write it. Oh God,
Ooh.
yeah, Mark Miller. He's
He's the
Gotta-
Zack Snyder of Marvel Comics.
that's
Oh.
an excellent comparison. Actually, I
Yes.
agree.
He's a 100% edge boy.
Edge boy, he wants to play with his action figures and smash them together.
Yes. What if like
What's
all the
wrong?
heroes were dead and supervillain? That's what so funny.
Hey guys, what's wrong with that?
I was going to say, maybe Adam doesn't realize this. A lot of Supervillains Anonymous is inspired by Mark Miller's Wanted, which is
Oh, really?
fucking awful.
I
Oh.
can't
It's
stand
one of
Wanted.
the
So
worst comics ever made. So we're
It's
doing like
so
we're doing like an amazing version of Wanted.
Oh, okay, good. Ha ha ha.
anti
Well, you
Mark
know,
Miller is really good.
Look at the memes. Lobster Man. Oh,
I love
that's
it.
good.
It's
I love
amazing.
it.
Now I have the Schadenfreude.
We
Look
got to
at the-
have like a Lobster Man in the comic somewhere now.
I know we should. We definitely should.
You see what Jordan Peterson said? Clawing back our sense of responsibility.
Oh my god. Oh, so good. Oh yeah, everyone's going insane, Hannah and Jake. We're all going insane over here.
I'm not surprised they would miss the messaging of piece of media.
No.
Oh, wait a second.
What?
he's saying that we've missed the whole point behind the Captain America schmear.
I think he said others. Wait, go back. I guess. I think he's
Not
seen
exactly.
others didn't
But
understand
being
the
an
media.
anti-feminist, like, weird self-help author. Ugh.
Well, you know, I'm not surprised they would miss the messaging of piece of media.
No.
Yeah, I
Not
think
exactly
he's shitting on
their-
Peterson
Yeah,
still.
he's saying that stay in your place. Come on, we're
Right.
shitting on you. What are you doing?
You're not.
So-
Yeah.
I found I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I found the quote.
Is it from
It's not a
Twain?
direct mark. It's like a variation of a mark.
A paraphrase. I knew it. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, the end part when the mob and the press and the whole world tells you to move, your job is plant yourself like a tree beside the river to tell the whole world to move. That part's directly the Mark Twain.
Oh,
The rest of
is?
it's
Oh,
sort
wow.
of like a variation of the Mark Twain quote.
Nice.
And also,
not-
it wasn't written. Civil War was written by Mark Miller, but this was in an issue of Spider-Man written by someone else during Civil War. So,
Oh, yeah. For people who don't know about how comic books work,
I know it's
Is
so
that
convoluted and stupid,
there's
yes.
there's a main storyline that happens, and then there are tie-in comics that happen under other comics
Mhm.
that are called. It'll be like Spider-Man Civil War. It'll be like whatever. It'll have like a subtitle for whatever event that it's involved in.
Right.
So
Wow.
This is why no one gets into American comics anymore.
read American comics, the old ones, not the current ones. They're crappy now. They used to be really good.
I
Even
just
even
look
the
at the
event-based
pictures.
stuff.
Who cares? I
There
just
you
look
go.
at
Just
the
look at the
pictures.
pictures. Yeah.